Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And bother. I forgot yesterday, I think, to upload my Wordle in a minute. So that's a day late. So if you want to do our viewing stats a favour, click on both the Wordle shorts for yesterday and today. That's the 22nd and the 23rd. Anyway, that's just me being a fool, which is appropriate. This puzzle has come in from Fool on Hill, who's a charming chap who's written to us a few times, actually. He's a patron of the channel, has written to us a few times to discuss Sudoku theory. It's something it's very hard to find the time to engage with, I'm afraid. We are so busy getting 2 videos out a day and keeping up with everything that is necessary on the channel that time slips away, I'm afraid, and probably haven't replied very often to emails like that, and we do get a few. So a pleasure to be able to have a look at this puzzle today, which is a miracle rule set. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Fool on Hill is a Patreon. You can become a Patreon. There is a link under the video to just go to our Patreon channel where you can become such, and you can look at the extra content we put up there every month. There's a competition on the first of the month that lasts for 20 days, has become standard now, and $3 a month patrons get to see videos of the solutions to those competitions. There's other content, occasionally crosswords and various things going up on Patreon regularly. So we do recommend it. Obviously, it's very kind of people if they do sponsor the channel in that way. But there are other ways to engage. You can look at Discord. You can get our apps. You can, and of course, coming up very soon, we're going to hit 500,000 subscribers, we believe, fingers crossed. And we are planning to celebrate that in a couple of ways. One is by giving a discount on our book, the original Cracking the Cryptic Greatest Hits book, and that's in the links under the video. And also we will be releasing on our new app interface a set of puzzles by some of the best constructors we know, which are the best constructors in the world. And they have sent in voluntarily puzzles for this app, and it's really exciting. I think you're going to love the puzzles. Wide range of difficulties, some very easy, some quite hard. But I think it's going to be very interesting for anybody interested in Sudoku. So anyway, this puzzle, yes, this harks back to the Miracle Sudoku. And if you haven't seen that, look up the video. It's 2 years old now, but honestly, the idea behind it is incredible, and the idea behind it is used again here. So there are a lot of restrictions on digits repeating in this grid. The rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and box. Black dots separate cells with a 1 to 2 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. Cells that are a knight's move or a king's move apart, that's a knight's move, any one way and 2 perpendicularly. And that's a king's move, any 1 cell away. So cells a knight's move or a king's move apart must be different. And that's really interesting. Also, and this is the full miracle rule set, orthogonally adjacent cells cannot be consecutive. And that means you can't have a 2 and a 3 in those 2 cells. You couldn't have that, because 2 would be consecutive with 3. Now, what the knights and kings move thing does is really interesting as well. It means whatever number you have here, let's actually say it was a 6. 6 can't appear in those cells in box 2 by ordinary Sudoku. They're ruled out. 6 can't appear in those by king's move, because they're just 1 cell away. And it also can't appear in those 2 by knight's move. So as soon as you get a 6 here, you know there's a 6 in one of those 2 cells in box 2, because there must be one there somewhere. So it's a really fascinating, strong constraint. And I guess once we get going in the puzzle, it'll come fairly fast. But it's starting puzzles like these. No given digits. The beauty of the original Miracle Sudoku was there were just 2 given digits. Now we get none. We just get these Kropke rules, which is really interesting. And do give it a try on the link under the video. I am going to start now. Let's get cracking. So all we get is the black dots to start with. And I'm a little bit puzzled how that's going to separate. I suppose the orthogonally adjacent consecutive rule is going to separate out the digits, but what is going on? This is key. Right, okay. Normally, you could put any number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8 on a black dot, and the pair could be either 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, or 3, 6. Now, not in this puzzle, because I don't think 1 can ever be on a black dot, because if it was, it would be next to 2, and that would break the non-consecutive rule, 2 digits being consecutive with each other. Okay, so every black dot in this puzzle is either going to be a 3-6 pair, or it's going to involve 4 and be either 2-4 or 4-8. That's really interesting. Okay, so getting 2 in a box, as we do a lot of the time, is going to definitely involve the numbers 3, 4, and 6. And oh no, of course. Right, I've been thinking this isn't necessarily a sequence. Don't be very careful, Mark. You always have to remember that when these 2 digits are in different boxes, this doesn't have to be a sequence of 3 different digits. But of course, in a puzzle with a king's move, they do have to be different. And this is a sequence of 3 digits. And we've just worked out that that's got to be 2, 4, 8. So the middle digit is a 4. And that is a 2, 8 pair. And this obviously doesn't have a 4 in it, so that's a 3, 6 pair. And this just gets going now. Look, this cell can't be 3 or 6 because of this pair. Therefore, this is part of a pair with a 4 in it and a 2 or an 8. We can tell where the 4 goes from that. The same here. This cell can't be a 3, 6. So we need a 4. That's there. And these 4s are obeying the rules. That's very kind of them. This must be a 3, 6 pair. There's 1 there and 1 there. So these 3 cells are going to involve a 3, 6 pair as well. Right, this can't be a 3, 6 pair because that cell would be impossible then. So this is one of these 4, 2, 8s that involves a 4. This is now the 3, 6 pair. That stops this being a 3, 6 pair. Isn't this wonderful? That makes this a 3, 6 pair. And from a standing start, we've got tons of stuff going. So, and this also, look, those cells both see that. So this is a 2, 4, 8 that involves a 4 somewhere. I'm not going to pencil mark it because it would be across boxes and that might confuse me. But what do we do next? We sits and thinks. Maybe what we need to do is, see, there's a 3, 6 pair up here somewhere. I'm just going to briefly colour the cells that are 3, 6 in red. And the cells that can't involve 3s and 6s, so they fill their boxes and their columns and row 8, which already has 2 3s or 6s. So, oh, sorry, I know people don't like me doing that in green, but honestly, red, green, colourblind people can see the difference between red and green in our palette. Anyway, right, yellow cells can't have 3 or 6 in. So there's one, obviously those aren't 3 or 6. Oh, no, of course, this is big. Whichever one of these is, it doesn't matter which one of these is 3 and which one is 6. You can't put either of those digits in there because knights move in one and ordinary Sudoku in the other. I think all these 3 are ruled out. Whatever that is, can't appear here by Sudoku, here by king's move, here by knight's move, and that king's move seals them off. So they can't be 3 or 6. Now we are getting quite constrained. Oh, I'm so slow. Right, this cell can't be 3 or 6 because it sees that by king's move, whether that's 3 or 6, and it sees that by knight's move. So 3, 6 here are a pair there. That now can't be either of those. What I'm suddenly realizing I should do is distinguish between 3s and 6s. So let's make one a red-blue, and that goes there. By knight's move, that's not there, so it's here. By knight's move, that's not there, so it's here. In this row, we've got both reds, and that one's got to be the blue one. So these others, let's make that red-purple. Or red dark grey, just to distinguish more clearly. That is the last red, yeah, that's the last place for a red in its row. So that's the grey one. Ah, and that sees all of those 3 cells, that single cell, that by Sudoku, that by king's move, that by knight's move. So this is where the red 3, 6 goes. That becomes yellow. These are red, and the knight's move from there. Did I not manage to make them red? No, I didn't. I hit the wrong colour. Knight's move from there makes that one grey, that one blue. Now, there's only one more grey left. That's there, so that's a 3 or 6. Those are yellow. That can't be blue because of the knight's move. That can't be blue. Oh, these two can't be blue from there. So we get that as, yeah, this, I don't know if you have to do it this way. You probably don't, but it is quite a neat way of doing it. And now suddenly I know where all the 3s and 6s go in the puzzle. Let's get rid of all the yellow colouring because that was pointless. In fact, let's get rid of the red colouring as well. So I've just got blues and greys. One of them is 3 and one of them is 6. Ah, look, this is next to a 2 and an 8. Because of this being a sequence, those are different. Now 3 can't sit there because it would be next to 2. I don't know where, but it would be next to it somewhere. So all the blues are 6s. Let's get rid of the colouring. All the greys are 3s. And we are suddenly filling the whole grid. And I suspect it's going to get an awful lot easier from here. Now, look, 4. There has to be a 4 here. It can't be next to 3. So it's there. Can't be next to 3 here. So it's there. In fact, 2 can't be next to 3. So that's an 8. This can't be a 2. This can't be a 2. It's next to 3. That's an 8. 4. Oh, there's a 2 here, so this is 4 and 8. And this can't be next to 3 as well. So, this is just, it's going to be peanuts from here, isn't it? Look, 8, 8. Those can't be 8 from there. 8. One of those, that one is 8. And I've probably finished 8s. Now I've got one more to do. There we go. 8's all finished. I should have 4, 8, 6, 3 in every box now. Nearly. I'm going to need a 4 there and a 4 there, and I've done the 4s. Oh no, I need a 4 there. Now I've got 4, 8, 6, 3 done in every box. Now I can do the 2s probably. Yes, this 2 sees all of those cells by the rules, which is brilliant. That 2 then sees that one. That sees all of those. Isn't that gorgeous? This one, it puts a 2 up there, but it can't be next to 3. Yes, of course. Don't forget any of the rules because they all matter all the time. 3 there means 2 can't be there. So I think we're going to be done with 2s. There we go. They look all okay. Now what next? 5, because we've got 4 and 6. So none of those can be a 5, so we can put a 5 here. Then that's ruled out all of those. 5 there. 5 can't be next to 6 up here. Can't be next to 4 in that box. I mean, it's just simplicity itself at this point. As long as you spot all the impossibilities, like 6. Oh, well, there's a 5 there, and it can't be next to 4. So you just have to somehow keep your mind on all the rules at the same time. Let's try 7, because we've got a lot of 6s and 8s in the grid. Can't be next to 6. Can't be next to 6 here. Where's the next easy one? There. It's just Sudoku sometimes. Can't be next to 6 there. And that's 7s all done. Now I've just got 1s and 9s left to do, and any one digit will disambiguate that for me. 8 there is next to this cell. So 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9. Actually, the simpler way might be just to go around doing the 9s and then highlight the rest of the cells and do the 1s. And that's it. Suddenly the whole puzzle is over. And I mean, that's quite good fun. It's an interesting start. You just have to, I mean, it's simple enough in a way. That being a sequence, I think, is very helpful. And once you know that 1 isn't on the black dots, it is a giveaway, but it's a very clever puzzle. Very interesting indeed. I will trust Fool on Hill to have created a grid where I haven't missed that there is one connection in the end. I'm sure this is the right answer. And what you do get in these miracle puzzles, it happens in a huge percentage of them just by natural fallout. The grids are so restricted that you get this roping of the same number, 372, 372, 372 in that set. Then in this one, 261, 261, 261, 159, 159, 159. So the 3-digit numbers are different, but it's kind of the same groups in these groups of 3. If we look down here, okay, it's not in the same order this time, but they're the same numbers. 417 is in the, oh no, not down to there. 963, though, weirdly, is in exactly the same order. And then 396. So it's a really fascinating effect of numbers in Latin squares, this arrangement. But it does make for some entertaining, although daunting without actually materializing as difficult puzzles, I guess, is the way to look at it. But it's a very nice idea. Thanks very much to Fool on Hill for sending that. Bit of light relief today. And hope to see you again tomorrow on the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.